Pisces. I'll be doing my regular 3-card tarot reading first, and the cards aren't in any particular order, like past, present, and future. And then I'll be doing a combination card and dice reading. Now, the astrology dice represent the zodiac signs, the planets and lunar nodes, and the houses. Now, this week you have a particularly interesting reading. You receive the King of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the King of Wands. Now, they're all connected, and you have 2 very strong King cards shoring up the foundation. Maybe even you could call it a lentil or a portal. For the Chariot card, a major arcana card. You know, even though they're all interconnected with each other, the master cylinder, or the main card, is the Chariot. And these 2 kings are plugged into it. This is really mature energy. Kings have found their position through experience. You know, they went from the page to the knight, and now we're even mature enough to even listen to his wise queen. The King of Pentacles is about practical affairs. He's the one that can make money. He has the knack of making money, and he likes luxuries, but he's not a greedy person. He just knows how to handle himself. All kings know how to control themselves because they have the experience to. And with Pentacles there, it's earth, material matters, and it can be finances, money, wealth, and it's also health and well-being. Now, he's a particularly stable person and feeling very secure in his life. So he has a lot of confidence when he makes his decisions. And the same thing, too, with the King of Wands. But he's more about creative, inspirational energy. He brings in determination and inner strength. And Wands can even be about spiritualism. You know, you have to go through your spiritual self before you go through your mental self, before you go through your emotional self, before you go to your physical self. And here you've got the gamut. You've got the wands up there in the spiritual, and then you have the pentacles for the body and material things. You know, the Chariot is about discipline and self-control. He's the last card in the major arcana cards that are about the nature of man. And you overcoming the opposing forces of, you know, a bad person versus a good person, but then also a spiritual awakening from earthly to celestial. Because right now you are at the top of being able to seek a spiritual awakening. He has the confidence and control to overcome these opposing forces. It's a challenge to him, but he still is able to do it if he can control his free will. This card is about moving forward. So you've got 2 strong kings as the pillars, and you are moving forward. Now you might think, oh cool, you know, this is going to be a good week, and it is. But there's going to be obstacles that fall into your path, like it always happens in life. It always seems like things are coming up, and you've got to deal with them. You have challenges to deal with. And here it's saying now that you're prepared for them. You have the emotional mindset to deal with these challenges and find victory, because the Chariot card is about victory. And it's also about balance. And here for the zodiac sign, you receive Libra, which is all about balance, justice, fairness. It usually indicates that something's been out of balance and now it's going back into balance. And Libra is also a sign that is about bringing more people into your life. And you have 2 court cards. So you've got half the zodiac signs covered. So there is a lot of people involved in your week coming up here. And you think, well, this is a fortunate thing. Well, yeah, it is, because the planet you received is Jupiter, the planet of good fortune and expansion. And the house that you received is It's the seventh house of partnership. The bottom of the zodiac circle from the 1 to 6 houses is about building yourself. You're going from self to your resources, to communication and education, to fun and family, to work and service, and then you get up to the 7th house and it's about partnership. Adding people to your party. It's about being part of a collective citizenship. So now you have Libra in its natural house, the 7th house. You know, Libra is the inevitable peacemaker and the equalizer of the universe. You know, and with him in the 7th house, this even more enhances your partnership realm for this week. You know, and you have to start being nice, or make sure you're being nice, because you get more with sugar than vinegar. And that's where the balancing act comes in. You know, you're very charming this week, and you expect everybody else to be charming too, or everybody else to be on the same sheet of music that you're on. But you need to compromise your idealistic thoughts this week. You know, everybody can't march to your tune, and they have different cadences and rhythms of life. But these two mature kings in between the chariot is reminding you to take the high road of self-control and discipline, and accept the world is imperfect and that people can't connect with your perfect world thinking, especially when it comes to relationships, because we have the 7th house there. With Jupiter, expansive Jupiter bringing good fortune, the one thing you should really do is trust the significant people in your life, the people that are around you. This is where you're going to find out if you can trust them or not, and go into some type of disappointment if they're disloyal or untrustworthy. And the King of Wands is here to assist with the expansion of the presence of the Jupiter die. There's inspiration coming to you, and you have to put it into action. And that's why the Chariot is there. Now with Jupiter in Libra, fairness is brought into the party, and the Chariot is right behind you, helping you make even-handed decisions with the spirit of honesty and justice. You'll be extremely happy with the balance of things if you can follow the biblical rule of do unto others as you would have them do to you. On June 15th, the Sun is in Saturn, and it is a battle of opposing forces, as I'd mentioned, of what's going on with the Chariot card. So maybe you should keep an eye on June 15th and see if there's something going on that has a struggle between right and wrong, or good and bad. Right now, Jupiter is in Libra, and I hope you've received the luck that Jupiter can extend with its expansive nature. And I really have a feeling this week that the cosmos is attracting certain people to you for good fortune and bringing opportunities. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.